Okay, guys, so as promised, we are going to learn about summarizing today. So, during yesterday's live session, we actually read this chapter and we summarized the story together. I want you to watch this whole video. I know that you're like, oh, we've already done this. No, no, no. It's very important that you watch this video so that we can go over important points about how to summarize and pull the important events out of a story and put them in order. So let's go ahead and start by reading the story. Frog and Toad Are Friends by Arnold LaBelle. So we're going to be reading chapter 1, which is called Spring. Frog ran up the path to Toad's house. He knocked on the front door. There was no answer. Toad, Toad, shouted Frog. Wake up. It is spring. Bleh, said a voice from inside the house. Toad, Toad, cried Frog. The sun is shining. The snow is melting. Wake up. I am not here, said the voice. Frog walked into the house. It was dark. All the shutters were closed. Toad, where are you? Called Frog. Go away, said the voice from a corner of the room. Toad was lying in bed. He had pulled all the covers over his head. Frog pushed Toad out of bed. He pushed him out of the house and onto the front porch. Toad blinked in the bright sun. Help, said Toad. I cannot see anything. Don't be silly, said Frog. What you see is the clear, warm light of April, and it means that we can begin a whole new year together, Toad. Think of it, said Frog. We will skip through the meadow and run through the woods and swim in the river. In the evenings, we will sit right here on the front porch and count the stars. You can count them, Frog, said Toad. I will be too tired. I am going back to bed. Toad went back into the house. He got into the bed and pulled the covers over his head again. But Toad, cried Frog, you will miss all the fun. Listen, Frog, said Toad. How long have I been asleep? You have been asleep since November, said Frog. Well then, said Toad, a little more sleep will not hurt me. Come back again and wake me up at about 1/2 May. Good night, Frog. But Toad, said Frog, I will be lonely until then. Toad did not answer. He had fallen asleep. Frog looked at Toad's calendar. The November page was still on top. Frog tore off the November page. He tore off the December page and the January page, the February page and the March page. He came to the April page. Frog tore off the April page too. Then Frog ran back to Toad's bed. Toad, Toad, wake up. It is May now. What? Said Toad. Can it be May so soon? Yes, said Frog. Look at your calendar. Toad looked at the calendar. The May page was on top. Why, it is May, said Toad. as he climbed out of bed. Then he and Frog ran outside to see how the world was looking in the spring. The end. Okay, that was a fantastic chapter. Now we're going to go ahead and open up our template. So if you guys could please get out your beginning, middle, end template that looks like this. The front should say Frog and Toad Are Friends by Arnold Lobel, and the title is Frog and Toad Are Friends, Chapter 1, Spring, Beginning, Middle, End. Now, your assignment is to take out 2 events from the beginning, 2 events from the middle, and 2 events from the end, and then write 3 sentences. In the beginning, and then tell me what happened in the beginning. In the middle, tell me what happened in the middle. And in the end, and tell me what happened in the end. Okay? Now let's go over some of the events that happened. Now remember, at the beginning of the story, Frog went to wake up Toad because they had been asleep for the winter. Now think about what Toad did when Frog tried to wake him up. That's the beginning. Then in the middle, Toad did not want to wake up. Why? Why did he not want to wake up? That's an important event in the middle. And in the end, what happened to Frog and Toad? Did Toad keep sleeping? Did Frog walk away? Did they end up together? What happened at the end of that story? The best thing to do when you're doing summarizing is to split it up into beginning, middle, and end. So you want to have your beginning part, your middle part, and your end part. So the answer key is in your Google Classroom today. So go ahead and try and do this all on your own. And then if you need, after you're done, go ahead and check the answer key to see how you did. Good luck summarizing, guys.